Let's celebrate our glory with some more cola. There was a fight off screen on my way back to this vending machine. I'm just gonna skip everything else. This area's not doing it for me. I do appreciate the revisit. We're delving more into Jimmy's relationship with his grandma. What it was like. Or at least viewed from his child eyes. Towards the end of their time together. Which is to say, they didn't spend that much time together. Grandma was fading. And, Jimmy just doesn't visit. Now, I don't know how much control over that situation Jimmy has. But it's possible that he did have some control over whether he got to go visit his grandma. And, chose no. Either because it didn't seem fun, or because it bothered him. Probably a combination of both. But nominally, I mean, he's 8 now, but he would have been at less than 8. You don't always have control over whether you get placed in the vehicle and be taken to visit someone. But it's possible Andrew chose to sit this one out, primarily. So, Jimmy had to stay back at home. While, Mom went to visit. Or maybe with his brother, because I don't know how much Buck cared. No, you've had your opportunity, area. You've had the return of these annoying mouths. You've had Slithery D there. You've had the Super Death Bot 5000 rematch, and that's been cool. Multipliers, which I'm cool with not taking for a test drive at any point in my life, but despite all these being red exclamation marks, just have to run around tagging mainframes for story. It's basically a kinetic visual novel. It's gameplay. But of course Jimmy is wrestling with guilt over this, because he's wrestling with guilt over practically every fucking thing else in creation. And it doesn't help if as a small child he heard the guilt trip words too. And they can leave an impression on you carry for years afterwards. I know I just did it. Let's do it again. Yeah. 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 It does. Yes. So you didn't come with an oven, but you... I'm just saying you could have built an oven, GAMM-E. Very clearly, looking at you, you could have built an oven. You are much bigger than the doors leading in and out of this room. Useful. Unsettling. Who knows whether Jimmy's answering this, or GAMM-E's answering for him. I think either are plausible. Well, hopscotch. GAMM-E, we do have a world to save. A pulsating mass to defeat, GAMM-E. We can visit. You can help. Remember the dog? Yeah, you can join the party. We got room for you. You can come along. We touched all those monitors to revive you. Let's go. That way you don't have to be trapped in this wreck of a ship anymore. GAMM-E, I don't think the pulsating mass will be kind enough to wait for 35 years. Going through a lot right now. Though I can appreciate you two are going through a lot right now. See, viewers, not everything has to be about the pulsating mass. It doesn't have to be the pulsating mass's fault. Like Mr. Grouse. Jimmy's got other fucking issues he's dealing with. Like guilt and hurt over a dead relative that he thinks he could have done more with while they were still alive. That might be coming up more now in part because of Jimmy's condition. Tough nuggets, Buster. Do a bit of roughhousing. Let's play, GAMM-E. Ha. No, I'm not targeting anything else. Okay. Instead of raring up with any special cool attacks, let's test to see something she said. Yeah, when she said nothing could hurt her impervious metal body, that includes acid. though we are, I mean, hell, that acid did 3 damage. Okay. So this is happening. Alright. Well, if the acid doesn't work, then Loft's power probably isn't going to work either. I don't know whether I have anything to make this go faster. Can we steal? Alright, so our stealing odds aren't great. If I have to refight GAMM-E, I'll improve my luck. This is even with the set that improves steal rate by 20%. We haven't taken any damage yet. Alright, so... cool. And thanks to the power of Punch, we can attack while also potentially stealing a number. Thanks, Punch. Now, when she's not startled, she is acting after Jimmy does an initiative. It's harder for me to control when she gets startled if I also want to attack with Mom. Because, well, I do have the Psych, so I can always throw that down if I'm suspicious that something awful's about to happen. So at least there's that. Like that whole warning-like business. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means. We don't have to find out what that means. Running out of 2s to steal. Look at that count. 30. I'm just gonna not undulate with Lars right now. Alright, that's our last 2. Now let's undulate. Woo. That was a hit. She just hauled off and knocked the shit out of Lars. He's got great regen. Now he's grasped. So if no actions for him, he's going to be taking damage consistently throughout the time he's grasped. Until I fire a startle off, when she's no longer alerted. Alright, 3 time. Lars still being able to counter with the porcupine suit is helping us. I appreciate that. Alright, we'll be startling again. For this fight, the taser is working out well. I am appreciative of this item. Since I know that she has grabbing power, let's go ahead and renew that undulate even though 1 turn's... Nah, that's quitter talk. Alright, a warning light, and we can't do anything about that this time. Let's play this one safe. Everyone except for Lars can play this one safe. But you renew your Revitalize, even though there's one turn left on that. Like, you won't be able to guard Lars. I don't know whether she's got a group attack in her, or whether it's just gonna be a single target fuck you. Okay. Guarding did not help us with that. Alright. Steal a 4 now. Lars is still all frowny face. No one cured his sickness. Meh. I know it's not gonna do any meaningful damage here. Oh. Oh, speaking of meaningful damage. Okay. She didn't do any prep work. Okay. Okay. That can happen. That's the kind of thing I would have wanted to guard for instead of sickening and sleeping. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad we had that talk. That was a valid conversation to have. Do I switch forms? Do I just... Let's just chuck the item. Do not feel good about Jimmy's health in this situation. It's what the hell fast, isn't it? Okay. Mom, you're gonna be startling GAMM-E. Go ahead and fire off a Rejuvenate. Okay. Sickness is not powerful enough to stop Lars from healing. Because of how awesome he is. No, I don't have a great answer for why I was doing normal attacks a few times with Jimmy instead of shaking down. Now we're on the same page. Good. Don't do that to Lars. I did it again. Ah. Something not right with my head today. Oh well. So what am I gonna do if she does the mind control again? Sob? Alright, good talk. Glad we had that discussion. She reloads her rockets. Well, at least she has to reload that before she absolutely annihilates me again. Good. Good, I'm glad that's a thing. Renew that undulate in case. Alright, busted it out immediately. Violated the rules you did. That was some Yoda speak right there. Violated the rules you did. Didn't mind control Lars, who has Undulate on, but targeted someone other than him, in this case Helga. Huh. Everything I've seen of the gameplay thus far has conveyed to me that they couldn't do that. GAMM-E's cheating. And GAMM-E's like, that's my daughter, I'll fucking mind control her if I want. I don't have to mind control my son, go fuck yourself, game. The game that she's a part of. Well, gonna exercise my God-given right to go nuts. I would now like to retract my statement about the taser going great during this fight. Boy, would I like to retract that statement. Whew. That definitely happened. That was this thing that transpired. Reloaded her rockets again. Okay. Should I guard? What if she doesn't do it immediately? Alright, everyone, let's guard. Well, that worked out as well as my... He's no longer undulating either. Now she follows it up with a rocket attack. Then I sob profusely. At least Andrew didn't die? So there's that? Amy, you are a fucking bitch. I want you to know that. I've burned 5 fire alarms. We have nothing left to steal. But this conversation is over. Appreciate the game throwing something different at us. But now it's time for so long. Yeah! A fight where you don't deal, like, you don't win by dealing damage. Though, she did prove that she could take damage. You know, Lars's whopping karmic retribution there at 22. Pretty sure it's quicker to do what I did, though, unless you're turbocharged coming into this fight. Like Super Omega, like... And even then, that wouldn't be how this fight was designed to go. That would have violated Casey's hopes and dreams, and I couldn't do that. That'd be irresponsible of me. Yeah, fight was cool. A little time-consuming. Just like this entire dungeon. Not the most fun I've ever had. I don't hate it. Didn't feel like it wasted my time. It was just a bit tedious. And the fight there, like, ramped up at the end. The intrigue. So much for the 35 years, huh? I mean, I've not had a fight before that's taken me through 5 fire alarms. In part because I didn't want to do that fight again. The Whisper Weaver, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. He beat me. Let's strategize. I got Mana Burn. And woo. GAMM-E, I'm like, We've got a perfect guard. We've got a giant megaphone. We've got a box fan. And we've got a perpetual motion device. Alright, so let's look at our giant megaphone. Normal attack is a 1-turn guarded taunt. Ah! Okay. So you taunt someone, and you also get a guard off at the same time. Well, not taunt someone, but presumably it's like an undulation. So it's an undulate plus a guard. Cool. Now, it doesn't add anything to any of the stats, like defense, which would make that more useful, but guarding does reduce damage. Okay. It limits flexibility, though. Like, say if I had that equipped for this fight, I wouldn't be able to reduce the counter with Lars. I see. Normal attacks are based on agility, so instead of dealing attack-based damage, it deals agility-based damage. And, well, then you have agility of plus 200. Then you could combine that with Bird, and be hyperactive, and exercise your God-given right to go nuts. Then you combine hyperactive Bird with called shot, weak point, go fuck yourself. Problem with that is that it doesn't, like, so it obviously has, like, those synergies, but it doesn't have, like, an escalator like Black Fountain or Rampage provides. The flip side, go first. It's a compelling case. I think we can do something with that. This video is going to go over a half hour. Impressive. We also have our perfect guard. That was a outfit. No, the manual. Counters all attacks. 5-turn cooldown. Okay. So we give that megaphone to someone. No. It's a 1-turn. 1-turn. Perfect guard on Lars. He's undulating. He's able to counter everything. I don't know about this manual. Counters all attacks. Maybe not attacks directed at you? Maybe that's what that means. Instead of like physical and magical, counter is supposed to just be in the realm of physical anyway. Maybe instead of like the all, maybe it's no matter who the attacks are directed at. So even if no one's like, even if you're not undulating, for example, you can still whip that out. Which would do great if someone was attacking everyone in the party. Okay, that's a better interpretation. We might give that one a spin, then. And then we have a bit of furniture, which is probably some high-tech item. A box fan, was it? Like, narrowing my eyes here, yes. Oh no, it's just +4 agility. I was like, there's a high-tech set, but it's also, like, all the way down here. I can't imagine, like, that was, futuristic. That was the name. Okay. So, a box fan for +4 agility. Alright. Alright. That's all the toy boxes. Great. Let's use that emergency exit and to get out of here. Alright. My notes now. Let's reselect the game window, Grimith. Area wasn't bad. There's interesting loot from it. I have to think about that. In my case, that's going to be longer thinking because brain ain't firing on everything this morning. It happens. Talk to you all later.